Coming up next, part 2 of Showtime's Tom Cruise double feature, Cocktail. He's a charming bartender determined to pour his way to the top.
Like I'm in Hollywood and I want to report a murder.
James Woods is Detective Sergeant Lloyd Hawkins.
It's about Julie Neimark.
I just didn't know what to say.
Why'd you kill her?
Let's just say that this cop cares a little too much.
All I care about is stopping this maniac before he kills again. Do you understand?
Just understand that you won't see this cop on HBO or Cinemax.
You're a cop. You gotta take me in.
Well, there's some good news and there's some bad news. The good news is you're right, I'm a cop and I gotta take you in. The bad news is I've been suspended and I don't give a...
James Woods stars in Cop. Monday on Showtime. An American deserter's search for freedom led him to a new world.
Your American believes he's a king and he's mad. If you believe his fantasy, then you're mad.
Where trust and courage would make him king.
I quit your world and your war. This is a better world I live in.
You can no longer avoid history.
You call that history?
Nick Nolte and Nigel Haver star in a film you won't see on HBO or Cinemax. Farewell to the King. Tuesday on Showtime.
Keep your paws off until I say okay.
Bubba Drum is just a normal teenager looking for love. But what he didn't expect
Must be crazy.
was to fall for an older woman.
Don't let me intrude. Go ahead. French kiss my ex-boyfriend.
I may be 19, but I'm your man and you love me.
Anne Margaret and C. Thomas Howell star in
Out in California, a couple like you and I might fit in.
A Tiger's Tale. Wednesday on Showtime. It's music, it's Showtime, and it's Herbie Hancock hosting another all-star musical event with Sting, B.B. King, Bruce Hornsby, Michael Bolton, Lou Reed, Ricky Lee Jones, this year's top Grammy winner Bonnie Raitt, and he's back from the future, back to the music, Michael J. Fox. They're all here on an all-new Showtime Coast to Coast. Then,
It's Barry of the Manilow's.
one voice, one man, and he writes the songs. His biggest hits in the Big Apple, Barry Manilow, SRO on Broadway. Then we're ready to rock on when an all-star lineup gets together for a blast from the past. The Coasters, Danny and the Juniors, Jerry Lee Lewis, Bo Diddley, and others get it on in Showtime's Rock and Roll Reunion. It's 3 great shows. It's music. It's April. It's Showtime. On the rooftops of a city war zone, T carved a little piece of heaven. All he needed was an angel to go with it.
Hey, you looking for me?
From the director of West Side Story,
Think of the business. I got no business with you.
they wanted his space.
He's a nobody.
But you gotta be cracked to mess with T. A world of burning attractions, fiery destruction, and dancing like nothing else. Rooftops, premiering April 14th on Showtime.
Take it into something urgent and top secret.
It's very important.
Right.
Do you think it's possible for Louis to come back?
Oh, Corinne, we're not going to go to another seance.
No, I mean in another person's body.
Corinne, I can understand how a person's desires might lead her to believe that. It would be a dream come true.
Is there an afterlife? Well, yes, if you ask Hollywood. From the screwball comedies of the 30s and 40s, like The Bishop's Wife, Here Comes Mr. Jordan, and Topper, to present-day comedies like Chances Are, Hollywood has told us time and again that there is indeed life after death. But first, a few ground rules. You have to have good karma, which means you have to be a real goody two-shoes, and you have to be attractive. Of course, it doesn't hurt that your wife and best friend are good-looking, too. Finally, you have to die quickly. Then you get to go to movie heaven, a very special place where everyone is happy and there's never a shortage of dry ice machines.
You want to be reborn a boy or a girl?
No, I don't want to be reborn at all. I want to go home right now, just as I am.
Well, that's impossible. You're between bodies right now. Look, you're a soul, a spirit. And I'm telling you right now, the only way to get back is to be reborn.
In Chances Are, Robert Downey plays a man who discovers that he has lived before and that the people he knew from that previous life are still alive and still attractive.
Hi, Alex.
Hi.
Have we
we met before?
Audiences have to use their imagination, and the trick of a really good film is it starts the audience, or somehow manages to get the audience to imagine that what they're seeing is real. I'm interested in someone. A man. Well, he's almost a man.
What do you mean?
He's only 22 years old. But it's not like I'm rushing into anything. I've known him for 26 years.
Chances Are is a film by Emile Ardolino, best known as the director of the smash hit Dirty Dancing. Ardolino's own experiences with the supernatural made him eminently qualified to direct this picture.
There are places that I've been to where I've never come around that bend, and I know before I go around it what's on the other side. There are people I've met in my life where I have an instantaneous connection with them, and I can't explain that. So I think there are a lot of things that are unexplained in life.
We're all connected. It's all connected under the skin. You never know who's lurking in what body.
And living more than one life can get a little complicated, like when Downey realizes his girlfriend is actually his daughter from a previous existence.
Miranda,
What?
it's way past your bedtime. Go to your room.
In the end, we find out that being dead isn't so bad, but being alive is even better.
One of the real themes of this movie, more than about reincarnation, is that you have to live your life, you know, for the moment. And in bigger terms, live one life at a time.
Join Sybil Shepherd, Robert Downey Jr., and Ryan O'Neal for Chances Are, this month on Showtime.
Have a nice life.
Good thing it's showtime. Whoa. Hey, hey, hey. A good thing we're having a good time. A good thing. Yeah, it's showtime. It's showtime.
Afghanistan, a majestic, mystical land, suffering through centuries of occupation and oppression. And the Russians have captured Rambo's friend.
This is not your war. It is now.
Sylvester Stallone. Tireless fighting machine. A one-man army. The best man to have in a scrape.
What? Worst.
Rambo 3. Tuesday on Showtime.
My wife turned into my mother.
On an all-new episode of It's Gary Shandling Show.
I don't want to hear one more Donald Trump joke. So, although I did hear that...
Now you come to this bed, and I will prove to you that I am not your father.
Thanks a lot, pal! Thanks a lot for what, Pete? For what? For turning my Jackie into my Mama Sonia!
It all happens on the next It's Gary Shandling Show. Premiering Friday on Showtime. Poor students Bill and Ted.
We're in danger of flunking most heinously tomorrow.
A fantastic force has sent them back in time.
How's it going, Royal Ugly Dudes?
And now they're history.
Execute them, bogus.
It's an exclusive you won't see on HBO or Cinemax, and it's totally
excellent!
With friends like Socrates, Billy the Kid, George Carlin, and
Genghis Khan!
In Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Premiering Saturday on Showtime. An eerie tale set in 1816 about a surrealistic summer at the poet Lord Byron's castle on Lake Geneva.
This is a Showtime exclusive presentation, rated R by the Motion Picture Association of America. Parents may wish to consider whether children under 17 should view this picture.